Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AFK Journey. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys some quick tips and 5 mistakes you should not make once the game officially releases in the global version. But before I get started on the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here on the channel, I have a Discord server, so if you guys are interested in joining, I'll post a server link in the comment section down below so that you guys can join up. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and hop right into the video. All right, so this is the PTR version. This is not the official global version. So the game hasn't released yet. It's going to release in like a day. So we are literally 1 day away from the official release of this game. So let's go ahead and talk about the top 5 things you should not do when this game releases. So the number one thing that you guys should not do when this game releases is, if we come over here to AFK Progress. Now AFK Progress, this is basically your in-game content. This is where you're going to grind and farm and basically go against enemies, fight against bosses. This is where your in-game content is. The number one mistake is for you to not progress through this, and the reason why that's a huge mistake is because if you're not focused on AFK stages, if you're not continuously grinding it and passing all of these stages, then you won't be able to get a lot of resources and you won't be able to unlock certain features in the game. So as you guys can see, if I click this loot box right here, the more you clear stages, you clear levels, the more you can increase the amount of rewards you will receive once you're AFK. So let's say you've been AFK for 3 hours. If you haven't cleared any stages, you'll get 2 gold, or let's say you'll get 300 gold. But if you completed like 10 stages and you've been AFK for 3 hours, you log back into the game, you're going to get like 10,000 gold because you progress through the AFK stages and you're going to get more rewards. So this is like a no-brainer. Like, that's why this is like the number one mistake, is because this is like just a straight up no-brainer. You should obviously grind your AFK stages. The game literally tells you to, and as you guys can see, the more you progress through the stages, the more rewards you can obtain. Now for the next part, which is number 2, is you should really focus on ascending characters that are meta and characters that you are going to use. So as you guys can see, the characters that have like the red, like they have like a red background, these characters are legendary. So the class, like, this is how the classes work. It goes from elite then to, I'm pretty sure the lowest class is rare. Yeah, rare is like the lowest class. It goes from rare, then to elite, which is purple, and then it goes to epic, which is yellow, and then it goes to epic plus, then to legendary, then legendary plus, and so on and so forth. So it takes a lot of investment in order for you to basically level up or ascend a character's rank. So as you guys can see, in order for me to reach legendary plus, I have to get 2 copies of this epic character, and that's not going to be easy. So if we come over here to the character's kit, you guys can see that half of the character's kit is locked by ranks. So in order for me to get this skill right here, hero focus, I have to reach legendary plus. So I have to get 2 more copies of Rowan in order for me to unlock the legendary plus. And then for mythic, that's going to be kind of hard because you have to get more copies once you reach, in order for you to reach mythic. So you should definitely invest in units that are really good and basically meta, so that you don't have to really worry about, investing in the wrong units. But I'll say the good thing about this game is the fact that even though you ascend, let's say you ascend a character who's not meta, it doesn't really take away the fact that you can still get copies of other characters, which is common sense. So basically what I'm saying is your main focus should be ascending characters who are meta, so that you can unlock their kit, like their entire kit. That's like the number one thing, because legendary plus, it takes you like 2 copies of the legendary character in order for you to get to legendary plus. So you really want to focus on ascending the right characters. And the one thing I like about the resonating hall is the fact that you can just level up 5 characters, and then every character you get after that is going to have the same level as the hands of resonance character. So let me go ahead and level up Smokey right here. I'm going to go ahead and level him up. I want to increase his HP recovery. All right, so let's go ahead and spam level up. And there we go. So he's level 120. Everybody is still level 110. So we have to level up all of our characters in order for everyone to receive the same level as the hands of resonant characters. So that's pretty much tip number 2. Make sure that you're investing in the right units, and make sure that you're actually leveling up your units, because if you level up all 5 units, then everybody else is going to receive the same level as them. Now, when we come over here to the gacha, there is basically 4 banners. We have the rate up recruitment. This is pretty much your limited banner, and they're going to have like a premium or limited character on this banner, and I'm pretty sure you can get more copies of this character in the standard banner. I don't know, but this is basically your rate up recruitment banner. And then we move on to the all hero recruitment. The all hero recruitment, this is basically your banner where you can obtain all of the standard characters in this game who have no time limit. They don't have a limited, like, you can basically get all of the epic and elite characters who are not limited. This is what the all hero recruitment banner is. And then for the epic recruitment, this basically allows you to get, it basically increases the chance of you getting an epic hero. So as you guys can see, you can select 5 epic heroes you want, and you can also select elite heroes as well. So that's literally what the epic recruitment is. And then we move on over to the Stargaze station. So once this game releases globally, you won't have access to this banner right off the bat. The only way you can have access to this banner is if you did over 400 pulls. So if you summon 400 times in any banner, like, you can literally summon 400 times in any banner. If you come over here to the Stargaze station, that's when you unlock this banner right here. That's the only way you can unlock this, is by doing 400 pulls. So the Stargaze station, this is basically a banner where you can get like a specific class of characters. Like, as you guys can see, these characters, they have like their own class. I'm pretty sure these are hypogen, I forgot how to call it, but these characters, these 4 characters, they are like extremely rare characters because they're like in a completely different class. So this is like the banner where you can, like, this is the only banner where you can obtain these specific characters, and you can literally select which character you want. If I click this character right here, I click save, it's going to change. So the only way you can unlock this banner is by literally doing 400 pulls. That's like the only way. So I won't say this is more of like a mistake tip. It's just to let you guys know, once this game releases globally, if you're confused on how to unlock the Stargaze station, all you have to do is summon 400 times in any of these banners. But you can also combine the amount of pulls you did for each banner. Let's say you pulled like 200 times in the rate up recruitment, and then for the all hero recruitment, you also pull 200 times. That also counts. So you can literally combine all your pulls, and then once you reach 400, you'll be able to unlock the Stargaze station. Now for the epic recruitment banner, the only way you can obtain these tickets is by just exploration and the trolley. So what the trolley is basically the shop. So it basically shows you guys that the only way you can obtain the epic recruitment tickets is by buying them, or you can find them in the open world. So if I come over here to the open world and I click my map right here, if I find, I'm pretty sure there's like a chest available in this open world. I don't think there is, but there's going to be like a lot of chests that you can find in the open world, and those chests will give you a free epic hero recruitment ticket. Those are like, that's like literally the only way you can get the tickets, is by exploring in the open world, opening those chests, and you have to spend money in the shop. But you don't have to spend money in the shop. You can just simply explore and open chests. Now, it's not going to be every single chest you find. It's going to be like a rare chest, and you're going to have to defeat probably like 3 enemies or 2 enemies, depending on how many enemies are there. So that's literally how you unlock the epic recruitment tickets. Now, if we take a look at the guild system, now the guild system is extremely important in AFK Journey, because when I showed you guys the Stargaze station banner, the only way you can obtain those stellar crystals is by being a part of a guild. If you're not part of a guild, then you're just going to have to buy the stellar crystals in the shop, and you don't want to do that because you want to be a free-to-play player. So if I come over here to the Emporium, which is the guild store, you can literally obtain the stellar crystals by spending gems. So yeah, spending gems, it does suck, the fact that you have to spend gems in order for you to get the stellar crystals. But as you guys can see, I am in the guild store category, and that is literally the only way you can obtain the stellar crystals, is by using gems in the guild store. And if we come over to the monthly category, you can also get stellar crystals in the monthly category as well. But there's like a limit. There's like you can only get 5 stellar crystals per month, and it's going to refresh. And another way you can obtain stellar crystals is in the recruitment store. Now, the recruitment store, the only way you can get these tickets is by doing summons. When you do summons, they're going to give you these tickets, and you can exchange these tickets to get stellar crystals, summon tickets, and whatever. So I highly recommend you guys to be a part of a guild so that you can have access to the stellar crystals and you can get a bunch of them, because this character right here, Reiner, is extremely broken. He's like the most broken character in the game. So you want to make sure that you actually get some stellar crystals so that you can actually obtain this hypogen character. Now, if we head on over to Dream Realm, now Dream Realm, this is extremely important. And the reason why is because you want to make sure that you're always fighting these bosses in Dream Realm. Because if I come over here to the Emporium, basically the store, the Dream Store, you can literally get free copies of elite characters. And that is really, really good. So these right here, the Dream Fragments, the only way you can obtain this is through Dream Realm. So if I click rewards right here, so you guys can literally see that once you reach, like, if you deal a certain amount of damage to the enemy, you'll be able to collect dream fragments. And once you collect those dream fragments, you can come over here to the guild store, not the guild store, but the dream store, and you can exchange these dream fragments to get copies of elite characters, and you can basically ascend and make your character stronger. So Dream Realm is extremely important. Once the game releases, you want to make sure that you are constantly fighting these bosses. Always use your attempts so that you can get the dream fragments, so that you can exchange them in the store, and you'll be able to get more copies of elite characters. Now, when we head on over to Arena, Arena is also important. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people who sometimes they don't feel like using their attempts for Arena, but this is actually really important, because if I come over to the Arena store, you can literally get free copies of epic heroes if you participate in Arena. So as you guys can see, I have like 9,289 Arena coins. So just do your attempts every day. Do your attempts every day so that once you reach at least 9,600, you'll be able to obtain a free copy of an epic hero. So Arena is really important. Not only can you get really good rewards, because as you guys can see, you can get some really insane rewards right here, but you can literally get free copies of epic heroes, and that is really nice for account progression. So I know there's going to be a lot of you guys who are just going to be simply lazy to not do your Arena attempts, but this one is a necessity because you can literally get free copies of epic heroes. So it's really important, and you get like 4 attempts every single day, and you also get like a free attempt after you spent those 4 attempts. So you basically get 5 attempts in total. So make sure you use those 5 attempts every day so that you can get these free epic hero copies. Now, this is pretty much like the last tip, and what this tip is basically you should go for this character, Krueger. So this guy right here, once the game releases globally, immediately go for this guy. And the reason why is because he is a necessity for Dream Realm. So if I come over here to Dream Realm, come over to battle modes and then Dream Realm, these bosses, Krueger completely annihilates them. Like, you need Krueger in order for you to deal some insane damage against these bosses. I feel like without Krueger, you won't be able to deal crazy damage. And the reason why Krueger is so good against these bosses is because if I come over here and we look at Krueger's kit, we look at his ultimate, he literally shreds the enemy's defense by 10%, and you can stack it up 4 times. So he basically has a 40% physical defense shred, which is absolutely insane. So Krueger is a necessity against Dream Realm bosses. So you're going to make sure you pick this guy up. But I will tell you guys that Krueger, he is not good PvE and PvP wise. He's only good against bosses. Like, he is an absolute monster. So as soon as the game releases globally, which is going to be in like 1 day, go for this guy. Immediately go for this guy. Put him in your wish list. He is a cracked character. So those are pretty much all the tips I have for you guys. Will I say that this is a beginner's guide video? I mean, not necessarily. I feel like I'm gonna drop a beginner's guide once the game officially launches in like tomorrow. So I'll definitely drop a beginner's guide, but this video was more of like a tip video to give you guys some tips and mistakes that you shouldn't make once this game officially launches. But I feel like these tips and mistakes, they're pretty simple and easy to understand, but hopefully this was able to help you guys out. But anyways, I'll be ending the video at that. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.